Hey everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my next video. Today we've got another Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 build video for you. And today we're going to be looking at one that actually comes from the comments. I don't think he gave it a name, so I think we're going to call this the Triple Con build. I'm calling it that because you get Triple Con to your AC, which is pretty nice. So this idea comes from a comment from Ilioku, one of my subscribers. So yeah, what he told me in this comment, it was on my know-it-all video. You can check that one out too if you want. But anyways, oh yeah, as you might be able to, actually you won't be able to see, but basically this is being recorded way in advance. I'm recording this June 30th, 2021, and this video is coming out May 3rd of 2022, so about 10 months later, so got a little bit of a gap. Anyways, shout outs to Ilioku. Hopefully he's still a subscriber when this comes out. Anyways, I already spoke a bit of this build on your other YouTube on your video build on other. Anyways, he's talking about a build to get 3 times AC, which is why we're going to call it the triple con build. Anyways, basically you got to be a dwarf in order to pull this off. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's a requirement, and you get extra con anyways. Take Dragonborn of Bahamut in order to get a little more con. Okay, that works. Not entirely necessary, but definitely works. So he recommends using Ranger with a strong arm style from Dragon Magazine. Probably works pretty well, but one of the problems with that is not every DM is going to allow Dragon Magazine. If your DM's not allowing Dragon Magazine, from what I could see from reading this, you could probably go Fighter. It might not be as ideal, but it should work just fine. You have to be careful of what skills you take, which becomes a little bit of an issue. I'm not sure if he completely thought through the skills during this, with how he only thinks you need 3 levels to do this, which he does correct later that you would need 4 or 5, and probably need 5 because I don't think he takes into account skills, which is something you need for Visit of the Forest. But anyways, it still would work. So I think Fighter would work if your DM doesn't allow you to do Ranger. You might still be able to get away with Ranger too, just regular Ranger or something. Anyways, you have to be really careful about it. You're going to be an unarmed combatant, which is part of why Fighter might be better if you don't have that, since Rangers aren't the best at unarmed. So Deep Warden, okay, that'll let you get con to AC instead of Dex. Not bad. You only need 2 levels of it. Okay, that's not entirely terrible. Fist of the Forest, take that. You need at least 1 level, but you can take all 3 in order to get con to AC whenever you're unarmed. Very similar to a monk getting Wisdom, but it wouldn't be bad to get all 3. Then you can take Forsaker, which will for at least 3 levels. Taking all 10 could work though. Anyways, gives you con as natural armor. So basically, yeah, you can get 3 times con to your AC by doing this. Now, it also gives you a bit of wiggle room with how many levels you take. I mean, really, you're only taking, what, 3, 6, 2, that's 8, and 5, 13 levels is all you really need. But, recommended you take some more levels in these prestige classes, which can get you well above 20. Anyways, with that, you should have 20 levels. You can never use magic items because of Forsaker, which means you might as well take Vow of Poverty, which would get rid of some of the Forsaker stuff. I don't think it gets rid of this. Hopefully not. I haven't looked into that one personally. If it does, then don't worry about Vow of Poverty. But if it does, then yeah, take Vow of Poverty if you think it's worth the bonuses. Vow of Poverty does give some pretty good stuff. Oh, you do have to be good to take Vow of Poverty. It says you can't do it if you're evil, but you can't do it if you're neutral evil, like either. Vow of Poverty does require good aligned. So it's not even just evil that's excluded. Neutral, like neutral on the good evil axis. I mean, you can be like neutral good. That's perfectly fine. Doesn't matter where you fall on the law chaos side. You just have to be good. Anyways, feats. This is somewhat important. You need improved unarmed strike. You need power attack from ranger style, which is why he'd recommend the strong arm style. Again, if you went fighter, you could just you get all those bonus feats, so that would work. Although fighters don't get crap for skills, so it might be hard to meet skill requirements with fighter. You also says great fortitude and endurance at 3rd level from ranger. Again, if you want fighter, you could handle that. Fighters get so many feats that takes care of a lot of this. You would need Iron Will, Lightning Reflexes, Sacred Vow, and Vow of Poverty if you're going that way. And then Superior Unarmed Strike or Steadfast Determination is what he recommends. Okay, not bad feats. You don't necessarily need Vow of and if you got Vow of Poverty, you get Vow of Poverty at what, 15th level from what he's doing. So 16, 18, 20, you get what, 3? So he lists a few feats there, like let's see, Nemesis, Nim's Kiss. Yeah, I list a few of them because you would get 3 bonus exalted feats from Vow of Poverty by 20th level. Fist of the Forest and Supreme Honor Strike are going to work a little weird. Basically what's happening there is Fist of the Forest, it has a weird little mechanic that ups your damage dice as a monk by a few levels, or it puts you at a set amount, whereas Supreme Unarmed Strike, I think that also works with monk level, but you don't actually have any monk levels, so it gets a little funny figuring out how much damage your Unarmed Strike does, but he does give one suggestion on that. But yeah, you can get some pretty crazy AC, starting with 16 con, pretty manageable in a 32 hit point gain. You get a total of 38 minus 42, 38 to 42 con, depending on where you expend your, for a 14 to 16 bonus, which means 67 to 73 AC. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, you get some pretty nice stuff. He did make some corrections on a later comment saying that you are going to need 4 or 5 levels, because he did say you'd only need 3, but you need 4 or 5 to get the base attack. He is correct on the base attack numbers, and I think Deep Warden, that's all that's going to require, but Fist of the Forest, I almost guarantee there's some skill requirements that are going to push that over the top and force you to have to get into that a little later. So Deep Warden would probably be a good first entry, then Fist of the Forest, and then finally taking Forsaker. That's probably the way to go about doing it. Again, I don't he forgot about base attack bonus requirements when talking about entry. I think he was more worried about the feat requirements. I think he still missed the skill requirements though. But hey, it's hard to keep track of all that, so it's all good. Anyways, let's go away from that. That is basically the build in a nutshell. We're talking pretty solid. You hit fairly hard. You're going to, you're going to be hard to hit because you have, you're going to have this nice high AC. And of course, the fact that you're using con to get it, the fact that you have this really high con bonus has some advantages. Like, I don't know, you get that many extra hit points every level because you have a crazy high con. That's a lot of extra health. So your HP is going to be insane from having a high con. Definitely nice. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this build down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel for more D&D 3.5 content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on a video. Anyways, as always, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you